Hey guys, Rick Register here again. Thanks for tuning in. Get asked questions a lot on from folks in my classes or online, or people calling me and saying, hey, what kind of class should they take for instruction at whatever base level? So that's a difficult question to answer. But my general answer is this: what do you want to get out of the training? What is your mission, for lack of a better word? What are you trying to get? What do you want to achieve? Along those lines is an example I get asked by when I'm teaching SWAT teams, hey, what class should I take? And I'm like, well, so an example of that is they don't need to take a basic NRA pistol class. They're already kind of advanced past that, which teaches safety and some basic marksmanship. That would be ridiculous for them to pay for that kind of class. They're probably going to want something more of, advanced level, maybe even from a military guy, since that's quasi, SWAT is quasi-military. But even to the general person out there looking for training, my answer is just what I said. Figure out what your mission is and vet your instructor. All the instructors that I've seen generally, there's a few that don't need to be in the business, are good at the levels of training they received and they put out at the lower levels. Very few are good at some of the advanced stuff. And you need to vet that. An example I tell people, another example I give is, if someone was an Olympic long-range rifle shooter, and then they teach those classes, and then they have people say, well, I want to take a pistol class. And somehow that morphs into a defensive concealed carry class. Well, then the reality is, what does that person actually know? They have what I say all the time is they have a doctoral level of expertise at long-range precision rifle. How does that translate into handgun? Now, sure, marksmanship fundamentals play into it, but you really need somebody that's done what you're looking for. And then the follow-on I tell people is, everybody exaggerates a little bit of what they've done, and that's okay, but to some extent. But to the consumer, be careful with that. Because you could get somebody whose resume is, I've taken these classes from this person and this class from this person, and now here's my resume, and it's 10 feet long. And then what you're really getting is a regurgitation of what they've learned. So my response to that is, why would I go to you to teach me what you learned from him or her? I want to go to him or her. So when I ask people that, I'm like, hey, figure out, during these discussions, figure out what you're looking for and vet that instructor to make sure they're capable of teaching. Find their resume where they've done that. Not that they just received it, but where they developed a lesson plan, where the approved lesson plan, and then move forward from there. That's where a lot of folks get lost. And I've even had a few people, and it's embarrassing for them, is they'll say, hey, I took your class, Rick, and really I took 2 or 3 other classes before, and they kind of taught me wrong just on trigger manipulation or what I actually should be seeing. And I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you other than, vet your instructors. So thanks for tuning in. I'm going to kind of continue to do a video series on this, kind of explaining some of these things. So stay tuned. Thanks, guys. Bye.